Welcome back, everyone, to our career mode journey here with Aston Villa. Thank you, as always, for your incredible support. I am massively appreciative of each and every one of you who continue to support me and continue to watch the videos. Thank you all so much. I hope you're all doing fantastic and having an awesome day. We are back for a brand new season. After a very successful year last year where we completed the treble, we return with one goal for this season. And that, my friends, is to win the Champions League. It's a big transfer window. I want to strengthen in the attacking areas. We have a number of players who will probably leave the club this transfer window as well. So without further ado, let's get started. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode. So I've gone through and transfer listed all of the players that we are looking to sell in this transfer window. As I scroll through, you'll see who has been transfer listed. You'll notice as well that Brian Brobby and Leon Bailey are both on the transfer list. The reason for that is that I don't think it's very fair on either one of them to keep them at the club if they're not going to get first team football this season. So that is the reason that we have transfer listed both of those guys, and we'll see any offers we get for them, and we will look to move them on and give them first team football elsewhere. There is one offer to talk about though, and that is for this man, Nicolo Zaniolo. He missed a large portion of last season through injury, and Real Madrid and Leverkusen actually both were interested. We countered both initial offers for 100 million. Leverkusen said no. Real said yes. So it looks, my friends, like Zaniolo might be on his way to Spain to join Real Madrid. We'll have to wait and see over the next few days whether or not they agree a contract for him. And that transfer has been completed. Nicolo Zaniolo leaves the club to join Real Madrid for a fee of £100 million. It was really unfortunate, him picking up the injury, and I'm not sure how he'll return from the injury. So, yeah, I wish him all the best. Hope he gets on well at Real Madrid, just not against us if we play them in the Champions League. Our first signing of the transfer window is none other than Rafael Leao. Brian Brobby's gone the other way to join Milan, and we've also paid £70 million as well. And he is the first signing of what should be a busy window. I say that, I'm only looking at signing 3 players, to be honest, but what a signing he could be. Rafa Leao, ladies and gentlemen. He will wear the number 7 shirt this season. We failed with the first transfer offer, but we did it on the second attempt. Anthony joins Aston Villa. He's someone that, as I say, you lovely people have been asking me to try and sign, so here he is. He joins Leao as the second signing of this window. And he improves our front 3 once again. A man who is no stranger to scoring in the Champions League final. Kai Havertz. He's joined from Chelsea, £150 million. As I say, he scored the winning goal for Chelsea in the Champions League final in real life. I'm hoping he'll do it for us if we reach it with Aston Villa. And that is now how our squad looks, my friends. Very, very good. Can we win the Champions League with this team? That is the question. Now, because the main focus is on the Champions League, I won't really be showing you all of the Premier League matches in this video. So what I'll do is, I'll sim them as I have been doing, but then any surprise results or big games or anything like that, I'll show you. But ultimately, the focus will be on the Champions League today, so they're the games that you will see. Community Shield at the start of the season against United, which should be a Villa win. It's not. We lost 2-1. Sancho and Sarabia with the goals for them. Rafael gets his first for the club for us. The UEFA Super Cup is the first game that we will play today, and it's the Champions League winners against the Europa League winners. Villarreal, the Champions League winners. We, of course, the Europa League winners. We'll get to see how Leao, Havertz and Antony play together. Now, one thing to mention, there has been an injury to Thuram, so Douglas Luiz comes in to play centre midfield, but we know how vital Thuram is to the way we play. We'll see how that's going to affect us here against Villarreal. James, late challenge there, by the way. Antony will keep it for Villa. That's got to be yellow card, though, given shortly after this move. Here is Reece James looking for the run of Grealish. He's found him as well. Grealish turns, and he's hit the bar. So close to a Villa opener. Grealish is playing with quite the confidence out there right now. You saw it again. It's one touch, finds the shot, almost finding the goal. Antony now. Guendouzi in the way. James gets it back the way of Antony. Antony to place it! Antony does place it for Aston Villa! And it's an early showcase of what Antony can do, ladies and gentlemen. Aston Villa 1, Villarreal 0, but that goal has been coming. Moments before, Grealish hit the bar, and then Reece James gets forward from fullback. As we see so often, him and Cash always like to join the attack. He picks out Antony, and Antony picks out a peach of a curler into the far corner. Velasco, he's got a run being made here. Reece James has tracked the run. Guendouzi now has it, finding the feet of Tammy Abraham. Abraham, lovely little ball across. Martinez is out quickly. Villa were opened up far too easily there. That is not what you want to see. That was not good defending by Aston Villa, but bailed out by Emiliano Martinez, as we so often are. Rice finds Havertz. Kai Havertz now then looking to open up some space for himself to maybe get the shot away. Can't do it yet. Rice picks out Grealish. Grealish has got Cash to his left. Cash's ball in, looking for Rafa Leao. Leao's shot. I think a penalty's been given. Luke Shaw is the man that the referee is talking to, and I believe it is a penalty. Must be for a foul, right? I don't know. There's a lot going on in the penalty area there, but it will be a chance for Kai Havertz from the penalty spot for Aston Villa to make it Villa 2, Villarreal 0. Havertz steps up. Kai Havertz for Aston Villa, saved by Rooney. It was hit with venom. Rooney somehow, though, managed to save. Villa corner. Don't tell me we're going to rue that missed penalty, as we often do. Leao gets to the ball, forces a save, but it was straight at Rooney. And it's one-way traffic right now, and that is the way of Aston Villa. But with the score at just 1-0, all Villarreal need is that one chance. Leao, change at half-time for us. Ollie Watkins, our new number 9 for this season, is on for Kai Havertz. Rafa Leao sees the run of Watkins. Watkins will get to it as well. Ollie Watkins does what Ollie Watkins does. Wearing the number 9 this season. And he pops up with a number 9's goal. Ollie Watkins gets our second and maybe the goal that seals us the UEFA Super Cup. Lovely from Rafa Leao to set him through, but Watkins has done this so often. Abraham with the ball over the top. James is chasing Velasco here. And Reece James is going to do his very best to stop the ball into the box. He's done well initially. The ball, though, really kindly bouncing back to Velasco. And Tammy Abraham's finish beats Martinez. That should have never have resulted in a Villarreal goal. I don't know how it has, but it has. Initially, James does well, blocks it. The ball bounces so kindly for Velasco. The finish from Abraham, he doesn't strike it that well, but he just loops past Emi Martinez in the Villa goal and somehow finds that far corner. Anthony finding the run of James. Reece James' control is good, and he will hold up the play here to keep us on the ball. We've got a couple of substitutions pending, with Soboslai coming on for Rafa Leao and also Leon Bailey coming on for Anthony. And at the moment, Ollie Watkins' goal is an important one because it's the goal that keeps us in front here. That's great work by Matty Cash. Now Kamara. Kamara for Anthony. Anthony should be. It's not. Why did he take it on his right foot? That was perfect to curl with his left. Should have scored. It should be Aston Villa 3, Villarreal 1. Still, though, Anthony's done great work here to redeem himself by winning it back and now finding Watkins. How has he missed? I was getting ready to give you this speech about Ollie Watkins, but he sends this shot over the bar. Regardless, it doesn't matter because Aston Villa have won the UEFA Super Cup. There won't be massive celebrations here because it's right at the start of the season. And yeah, so we'll watch us lift the trophy, but focus back on the rest of the season now. First Premier League game of the season, Caesars take on Chelsea in a 1-1 draw. We had the lead through Matty Cash. James Maddison equalised late on though. Champions League draws been made. We've been put in a group with Marseille, Sevilla and, I want to say, Stade Bucharest. I apologise if I've got that team wrong, but I believe it is Stade Bucharest. Anyway, yeah, we're in Group D. Group A is Liverpool, Atletico, Porto, Zagreb. Group B, Barcelona, Dortmund, Monaco, Celtic. C is Juve, United, Salzburg, Bodo Glimt. And Group E, Villarreal, Inter, Hoffenheim, Shakhtar. F, PSG, Fiorentina, Club Brugge, PSV. Group G is Bayern, Chelsea, Napoli. That's an incredible group. Copenhagen as well. And Group H is Real Madrid, Leipzig, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev. And whilst I remember, there is going to be a poll very soon to decide which team we will take over in the Bundesliga. So stay tuned for that. I've got it down to 2 teams, and I'll release that poll very soon. Have you say on that, and then the Bundesliga is where we're going next for the next manager career mode. We have had a pretty bad start to the Premier League, so I'm hoping that doesn't end up being the same case in the Champions League. So here we go. We've got Marseille first at home. I'm feeling pretty confident that if I sim this, we'll get the victory. We'll see now, though, as we have simmed the game. And it is indeed a victory. 3-1. Havertz, Leao, and Havertz with the goals. So off to winning ways in the Champions League. But as I say, Premier League has not gone to plan in the early stages. Match day 2 of the Champions League. Having only given away 2 chances, we conceded both. But we scored 3 to win the game and move on to 6 points in the group. However, Premier League form is really not going to plan. 2-1 defeat to Sheffield United at home. Sevilla were probably our toughest game in the group, and we've just gone there and drawn by 1-1. So we do pick up the point, and that means we're still unbeaten in the Champions League. If only we could say the same for the Prem. And then back at our place, we won the game 3-2 against Sevilla. But again, we're conceding a lot of goals this season. I've noticed that in the sims that I've been doing. We are shipping goals at the moment. 4 games into our Champions League group, victory over Marseille will qualify us as group winners. So all we've got to do, win this game, and we're through the group. And I'm not sure if I already mentioned this at the start of the video, but my plan is to get through as much of the Champions League as possible today, which is why I'm kind of skipping through the season a little bit quicker. I am going to show you all the transfers, but I'm going to do that after the January transfer window because I've decided that we are shipping a lot of goals. I do want to sign another centre-back to add to our depth, but also maybe improve in that area. I know I said that Gay and Concert were the 2 best centre-backs. For me, the best centre-back pairing in the world, but this season we are shipping far too many goals. So I feel like a new centre-back would be something that could help us in that area. And there is the win we needed to qualify as group winners, 2-1 over Marseille. But then we follow that with a 2-1 defeat to Brentford in the league. To put into perspective right now as well, how we are currently getting on. From league champions to 8th. 13 games in, we are 19 points. And we are already 12 points behind the league leaders Chelsea after 13 games. Final group stage game, 3-2 victory. But again, 2 chances conceded, 2 goals conceded. And there we have it then. We have gone ahead and signed Fikayo Tomori. Douglas Luiz, and £70 million was how much we paid to bring him to Aston Villa. He'll join in January when the transfer window opens, because right now we're halfway through December. And Douglas Luiz will join Milan as well when the transfer window opens. So Tomori in, and he'll play probably alongside Gay for now. 1st of February, and right now our manager rating is weak. The reason is that I don't know what is happening to us, but everything we're doing in terms of domestically, we're not having a very good season. Still 10th, 35 points, even further away now from league leaders Chelsea, who look like they are favourites to win. If not, Liverpool or City are pretty close behind as well. But if we were aiming for top 4, we are 10 points away from Spurs, who are 4th. Not only that, the FA Cup, we were knocked out in round 3 by Middlesbrough in a 3-1 defeat at Villa Park as well. And on top of that, the Carabao Cup, we were beaten. The final is played out by Chelsea and Spurs. We were beaten again in round 3. No, it was round 4 actually. We got through Palace. It was round 4 to Bristol City at Villa Park. I don't know what is happening to us domestically, but the Champions League draw has just been made, and having won our Champions League group, winning 5 of the 6 games unbeaten, we're taking on a 2nd place team from Group B. That team being Barcelona. What a draw that is, my friends. So, all eggs in the Champions League basket. I hope you don't mind me doing the video this way as well. As far as the transfers go for this season then, of course, all the way back in the summer window, Zaniolo left for Real Madrid for £100 million. As I'm scrolling through, you can see who's left for what money. Leao joined, Wells went, Fletcher went, Cruz went, Anthony came in, Brooks went, Havertz came in, Hudson. And I've also just noticed as well that there was a couple of deals that have happened in free transfers. Kyle Walker-Peters, contract expiring at the end of the season, and he will be joining Bayern Munich once that does happen. Digne's joining Valencia when his contract ends, and also Diego Carlos is joining Mönchengladbach when his contract ends, which I could have negotiated deals. I was aware of their contracts expiring, but I just thought, you know what, let's just keep them here for 6 months in case we have injury or anything like that, and I don't actually plan on using them next season if we are to have another season in this series. We are away in Spain first, so we travel to Spain, and we want a victory in leg 1 that sets us up ready for success in leg number 2. There's our team on the right, there's on the left. Martinez up to 90. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of our 11 players are 90 overall now. Gay 89, Cash 89. So we've got an outstanding squad. I really have no idea how we are struggling so much domestically this season. Cash towards the Leao. Heavy touch from Rafa Leao though. Lets Barcelona win the ball back. And Declan Rice is trying to prevent the ball forwards. Barcelona are very good in these areas. They're being quite intricate. The shot is in. And Emiliano Martinez saves for Aston Villa. They move the ball around so quickly, we have to be careful. Leao's ball forwards. We're not onto it. Frenkie de Jong now finds Pellegrini. Pellegrini opens up a yard of space and gets his shot away as well, which Martinez tips around the post. This is pressure by Barcelona, which Aston Villa are having to withstand. And maybe a little bit of a confidence issue going on with Villa at the moment, because you're seeing how poorly we've been in the league. Well, we've not really started this game off strongly at all. Grealish to take us forward now. Gay forward to Rice. Rice finds Thuram. Thuram out for Anthony. Anthony on the right-hand side. Cuts it back with a ball roll into the Barcelona penalty area. Anthony, what a run! What a save ter Stegen! What a brilliant piece of goalkeeping by Marc-Andre ter Stegen, as it was almost Villa in front. Fantastic by Anthony. Havertz corner, looking for Tomori. Away by Lenormand. And now Grealish has it. Grealish, he will look to place it. And again, it's ter Stegen to the rescue. And there's half-time in the game. Barcelona 0, Aston Villa 0 in leg number 1 at half-time. De Jong now to Koundé. Koundé back to the feet of Frenkie de Jong. He will play Gerard Moreno, given away by Moreno to Rice. Rice can find Anthony. Anthony loves to run at defences, and that's what he's doing right here. There was a shirt pull, but Anthony's picked out Grealish, and Grealish has picked the back of the net out, and Aston Villa lead. Here at the Camp Nou, Barcelona 0, Villa 1. Anthony, who has been a bright spark all evening long for Aston Villa, lays it to Grealish, and Grealish has to finish. And he does. Nuno Mendes with the ball forwards to Ousmane Dembele. Dembele now into a central position for Barcelona. Villa doing a good job, though, of limiting the pass forward. Virgil van Dijk joining the attack as Barca go for this one. And that might cause them problems. Van Dijk join the attack. And now it's Grealish who is in to the Barcelona penalty area. Jack Grealish! Aston Villa! Born and bred, Jack Grealish is Villa's hero on the night in Spain. And Grealish has just given Villa a huge step into the next round of the Champions League. We're not done there. We want to go for more. Anthony found. He has been brilliant all evening. And Anthony now is looking to make it number 3. He picks out Grealish, who's on a hat-trick. And Grealish would have got it, but for the brilliance of ter Stegen. Any moment now, the referee will end this game. Anthony's ball forward for Havertz, who turns. Looks to shoot. Blocked by Pedri. Barcelona, they haven't got time. And that's full time in Spain. Villa 2, Barca 0, the score. Now, usually, I would be confident enough to say that we could sim this and still be through. That's not the case at the moment. I'm not that confident that if I did that, we would be through. So we are going to play this unchanged starting 11 from the side that started in Spain. And I believe it's very similar to the side that we faced from Barcelona. So, yeah, into game we go. Thuram for Aston Villa. Finding Reece James. James has the ball, picking out Havertz. Havertz looks for Grealish. Grealish was heroic in that first game. And he's heroic here at Villa Park. He's done it once again. Jack Grealish, ladies and gentlemen, need I say more? Havertz again, he's looking for the run of Grealish. Oh, what? Jack Grealish again. Oh, ter Stegen saves. But he's loving life out there, Jack. Havertz with the corner into Rafael. What a stop by Ter Stegen! How on earth he has saved that, I don't know. Villa are enjoying themselves. Grealish with the corner. In towards the head of Gay, away by Barca. Rice picks it up, finds Anthony. Anthony turns brilliantly. Still got the ball here, Anthony. Chipping it in, looking for Havertz. And Ter Stegen now has it and can calm things down for Barcelona. I can't believe what I'm watching. We are playing unbelievably here. Jack Grealish, loving it. Anthony, loving it. Everyone's loving it. Anthony's ball over for Reece James as the pressure is still on Barca. Nuno Mendes has done well, but it leads to another Villa corner. And each one we get, it feels like we can score from them all. As again, who is it this time? I'm not sure who got the header goalwards. But again, it's Ter Stegen with a phenomenal save. Mark Gay arrives on that cross there. Rice back out to Grealish. Grealish lofting it in for Havertz. Barca are having to withstand an unbelievable amount of Villa pressure. Grealish now has it. Grealish with a strike. Ter Stegen acrobatically gets there. What is going on? This place is going to erupt if we score from this corner. Havertz delivery. Rafael! Get out of the goal, Ter Stegen! Changes for both sides here as Barcelona make a change themselves. Pellegrini on for Mendes. And for us, we have brought on Konsa for Mark Gay just to make sure, because Gay actually picked up a little bit of a knock. So I'm hoping he's okay. But yeah, we make that change just to be sure of things. Anthony towards Havertz, controlling. Havertz to Grealish. Grealish now then, looking to play Leao. Leao makes it 2. Villa are through. And it is time for the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And this is unbelievable to watch. Ousmane Dembele for Barca. Dembele looking to try and find a way through this resilient Aston Villa defence. Pedri, Dembele. And no offside flag. Martinez save. He asked the question as to how Barcelona were able to unlock our defence. That was a close moment as Rafael controls, plays it forward to Anthony, and there's full time. Every single one of the players in a Villa shirt tonight. Brilliant as we get through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Spectacular over the 2 legs. Home leg first in this one. There are the 2 lineups and into the game we go. I wonder what kind of threats Real Madrid will pose, because Barcelona started very strongly when we took them on in Spain, but then we grew into the game and after that sort of dominated the 2 legs. Here is Reece James looking for an early chance. I wonder just how Real Madrid will play tonight. Here is Rafael now then, cutting inside on the right foot, looking for an opportunity to shoot, plays it towards Havertz. Real are doing a good job of limiting the space for us to be able to find a shot. Rice to Grealish. Grealish looking to get into the area. Jack Grealish, he's gone on down under the challenge. Ref, how is that not a penalty? We're going to get a better look at this here, because this should be a penalty for Aston Villa, surely. Oh, it's a stonewall penalty, and it's not being given. We've got to try and not let that decision affect us, but quite frankly, when you're playing at this level, decisions like that have impacts. And that, for me, was a stone wall penalty not given. To make matters worse as well, Grealish is now injured. Lovely ball over the top, though, for Rafael, who will get onto it here. Leao cuts it back onto the right foot and into the Real Madrid penalty area. Rafael! What a goal! Aston Villa lead, and we forget about the penalty for now. I will apologise as well. I had to skip the replay because I started coughing during it. So I won't be leaving that in the video. Oh, this is a great moment for Real Madrid. Ooh, Vinicius Jr. Oh, how has that still worked? I mean, credit where it's due. What a ball across it was. What a touch from Vinicius Jr. to keep it in play. But I thought he was going to score initially. But then he controls it, pulls it back, and Raspadori finds the back of the net. 1-1. Tomori out towards Mati Cash. Cash finding Rafael. Leao inside to Grealish. Grealish to Havertz. Havertz. Brilliant. Thuram. 2-1. It is magnificent from Aston Villa, who create it beautifully. And it's us back in the lead. Rodrigo now finding the ball to Paqueta. Shot was blocked. And that allows Villa back onto it. Grealish forward for Havertz, who will have a run at Timber. He's around him. Kai Havertz for Grealish. And Villa have done it again. It's 3-1 Aston Villa. It's this man once more. But Kai Havertz has to have major credits thrown his way. And the reason we were able to unlock Real Madrid's defence so well was because they put on a bit of a press when they realised they needed the ball, as they're doing again. Havertz will find Antony, and Antony's looking to make it 4 for Aston Villa. He's got a few Real Madrid players with him, but Antony does not care because it's 4-1 Real. Atletico. Sorry, no, Villa. What am I saying? I'm losing myself in the moment. Antony gets through, and Villa surely are into the semi-finals now. Just injury time remaining now as Jack Grealish has committed the foul there, but that's full time. 4-1 Villa as we go into the second leg in a fantastic position. Ancelotti's not happy as he shakes his head. We are over the moon with that performance. Is there a world where from 4-1 up on aggregate, we get knocked out? I hope not. I'm going to sim the game. Let's have a look. Quick sim. We should be through, right? Quick sim, we are through. We lost 2-1 on the night, but 5-3 aggregate win means we advance to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Who will we take on in the semi-finals is the question. Some of the games are yet to be played out. Leipzig taking on PSV, Atletico against Chelsea, and Liverpool are through against Dortmund. So we shall see who our semi-final opponents will be. And the draw is made. Leipzig take on Atletico. The first leg finished 2-2. We play Liverpool. All English semi-final. Team news is in. Look at the strength of our Aston Villa side. On the right-hand side, though, Rafinha, Diaz and Nunez is a very good front three for Liverpool. We've got to keep them quiet. Ravella, Simmons and Goretzka in the midfield. Two evenly matched sides. Peters, by the way, is a game-generated player, and he is extremely good. I think he's 90 rated at centre-back. I did look at signing him when we brought in Tomori, but unfortunately he just joined Liverpool as I made the offer, so they wouldn't sell him. So he's a very, very good player, put it that way. Rice, now to Reece James. Reece James charging Aston Villa forwards. It's a brilliant run from Reece James as he pulls it back towards Thuram. Thuram picks out Antony. Antony's looking to place it, and Alisson saves. Strong start here from Villa, but will they find their goal? It will be Havertz to deliver the corner in towards the head of Rice. Away initially, Leao picks it back up for Aston Villa. Havertz again, heavy touch, but he gets the ball towards Grealish anyway, who's tried to place it himself, and now Nunez can take Liverpool forwards. 1-2 with Xavi Simmons. And Liverpool are really good on the counter. We have to be so careful of that. Xavi Simmons' ball over for Nunez, who will run for days on the end of these balls. And Nunez is now able to get inside the area, across the face of goal. Important block by Tomori. Nunez will chase everything that Liverpool send over the top, and he will create chances from that. And Villa very nearly were behind. Great defending Tomori. Thuram. Forward to Antony. Antony on the turn. Sees the run of Leao. Leao has got Reece James to his left. Rafa Leao, though, this is brilliant. Can he pick out the ball towards Havertz? He can! And Kai Havertz will finish for Aston Villa to make it 1-0 in the first leg here at Villa Park. Very interesting celebration from Kai Havertz as well. Brilliant. Brilliant work, by the way, to spot him at the back post. And when that ball goes in, the first touch from Kai Havertz is sublime. Look at this, watch. Has to control it. There you go, because Alisson's coming out quickly. If he gets that touch wrong, the chance goes. But of course he does not. And it is Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 0. James to Antony. Antony now has it. Thuram's made a move. Antony will find him. Thuram inside for Havertz. Havertz to Grealish. Brilliantly done, Grealish! 2-0 Villa. And is that the goal that sends us to the Champions League final? Jack Grealish has got another in the Champions League. His run has been remarkable. Ravella's corner into the box, and there's a header from Araujo. Powerful header as well to bring Liverpool back into the tie. Important goal from Araujo. I think Grealish was the player marking him from Aston Villa. You have to question that. Why is Jack Grealish on Araujo? You saw it, the power. Well, in fact, there is two Villa players. It's Havertz and Tomori, and neither one of them can win it from Araujo. What a header. That now means it's just a single goal that we go to Anfield with, unless there's time for this to change again, as it is a free kick. That is won by Mark Gay. What a header it was. Grealish away from the challenge. Now Havertz awaits the run of Antony. There is the run of Antony, and James is also giving him a run, but Antony wants to go alone. Antony into the Liverpool penalty area, is he? He is away from Alexander-Arnold. He's still got it here, Antony, and he can't get the shot away. There was a recovering challenge that came through as he was looking to place it, and we know Antony can do that, but unfortunately, that's full time. Villa 2, Liverpool 1 is the scoreline we go back to Anfield with. We are 90 minutes away from the Champions League final. 2 changes from the previous fixture. Soboslai and Konsa in for Anthony and Tomori due to fitness issues. And we are, as I say, 90 minutes away from a Champions League final. Liverpool not fully fit either. Goretzka, Nunez, Diaz, Peters all struggling. But they have quality. And with just a single goal separating the two sides, this could go either way. James finding Soboslai, who's away. Dominic Soboslai as the break is on for Villa. And Havertz will hold on to it because Grealish would have been offside if he'd have played it. Here now is Reece James. Havertz again through the middle. Kai Havertz has got Grealish making a move. He will find the raw ball to Jack Grealish, who pulls it back. Jack Grealish! He had to get that right. If he'd have taken a touch forwards, Peters was there with the challenge. But he took it back, opened up the yard of space and finished it beautifully. Villa strike first at Anfield. Havertz, that was poor by Liverpool, who gave it away cheaply. Havertz now then for Grealish. Jack Grealish looking to set away Rafa Leao, and he's got him away. Rafa Leao! 2-0 Villa. Is that the moment we go to the Champions League final? The ball was given away in the centre of the park by Liverpool, but Jack Grealish has been sensational this season in the Champions League. He's torn apart teams and he's laid goals on a plate for his teammates. Another brilliant piece of skill and ability from Grealish as he finds Leao, whose finish is sublime. Luis Diaz is away into the area, but that's a great challenge from Mark Gay. What a tackle. It's a Liverpool corner. They are 2-0 down, 5 minutes to go until half-time, and they need a goal right here if they are to have any chance at trying to find their way back into this. Rice is away from the challenge and can break for Villa. This is where we are so good in these areas. Rice with the ball down the line for Soboslai. It's a 3v2. Soboslai needs to pick out the right pass or go alone. Dominic Soboslai into the area. Back for Leao. Leao's got control, but there's no shot to be had. Now Matty Cash. Cash back for Havertz. Havertz towards Thuram. Thuram picks out Grealish. Grealish picks out the corner. And Villa are cruising at Anfield. Incredible. What a story and journey it has been for Jack Grealish. Started his career at Villa. Was a Villa fan growing up. Moved to City. Came back on his return. And has been utterly sensational for Aston Villa. Here is Havertz. He's through again. Havertz lifting it over. Alisson. Delightful from Kai Havertz. Villa are in a league of their own. If only we were good domestically this season, we might have had a chance at a quadruple. Unfortunately, the league, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, we have been poor. Champions League, however, we have not. 30 seconds remain here of this one, and we will be through to the Champions League final. Xavi Simons, what a block! And there is full time. It is Aston Villa 4, Liverpool 0, and we go to the Champions League final. Are described as in a league of their own. Well, we want the illustrious Champions League to finish the series. Now, I'm going to be mean and tell you right now, that'll be the next episode, the only game of it. So, yeah, you won't see that today. But I'm really, really hoping we can crown ourselves as Champions League winners to finish the series. And as I say, the Champions League final will be the only game of next episode. It might be the final game of the series as we take on Leipzig to lift the Champions League trophy. They beat Atletico 5-3 on aggregate to get here. So we shall see what kind of team they have. In fact, I think I can show you by doing it this way in the team stats in the Champions League. So we'll have a quick look and see just how good the RB Leipzig side is. And then we can see who will be favourites before that game. So, in goal they have Diogo Costa, 87 rated. They've got Richarlison and Kolo Muani up front, 86 and 84. In terms of, they've still got Nkunku as well. He's 89 rated, very, very good player. Christian Pulisic out on the left, who is 88 rated. Buendia, who of course we sold to them. Haidara and Bruno Guimaraes in the midfield. As we keep going down, Dani Olmo, 87. Fabio Vieira, 87. So they've got a well-rounded squad, it looks like. And a team that can cause problems. Andrew Robertson, 87. Rudiger, 88. Skriniar, 87. So, decent team. But I still think we've got the better team on paper. There you go, that's our team. And you could say Anthony in for Soboslai. Improves the squad further. Tomori in for Konsa. So yeah, look how good our team is. Out of curiosity, I wanted to see how Leipzig did in their group, and they actually finished second. They finished on 10 points. So it wasn't plain sailing for RB Leipzig in their run to the Champions League final. Still, let's take a look then and see how we got on in the Premier League and everything, because, as I say, we haven't had a good season here, so you won't be shocked to find out. We finished 5th. Yeah, we were 6 points off of Spurs, and we were 20 points off of Liverpool, who won the Premier League title. I don't know what happened to us this season, but the Sims just weren't going our way. We had defeats. In fact, as I scroll down here, I'm pretty certain we lost to Brentford, we lost to Sheffield United, who both finished 15th and 16th. We might have even lost to Southampton at one stage as well, who finished 17th. I don't believe we lost to any of the bottom 3. But yeah, some of the results we had were just ridiculous, to be honest. So, 5th place in the Premier League. Not ideal, but yeah, it happens. FA Cup, at least we won it last season, the Premier League. FA Cup was won by Palace in a 1-0 victory over Manchester United. The Carabao Cup went to Tottenham in a 2-1 victory over Chelsea. The Europa League was won by Benfica against Napoli. And the Conference League was won by Sociedad against Antwerp. So, for now, that is going to be where we end today's episode. We'll have the Champions League. We'll then wrap up the season and the series if we win the Champions League. And then we will move on to what we've got coming next for you. I will say, I've got a video coming out this weekend, which is a one-off video trying to win as much as I can with a specific team. And I did put out a poll, or a comment anyway, not a poll, on the community section asking you lovely people to give me some teams that you want to see me do a one-off video with and see how much I can win in career mode. So thank you to everyone who has given me suggestions. If you want to give me any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment on this video. If not, go to the community section and put them into that little post that I made. But yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Until next time, stay safe, everyone. Have a great day, have a great evening, look after each other, and I'll see you all for the Champions League final, probably this weekend. Until then, adios.